How is it going, boys and girls? Ooh. Welcome back to US Waterman. My name is Aaron Young. Had a charter this morning. Conditions are absolutely gorgeous. I don't know how well you can see out there. Zero wind, crystal clear. It was a Wahoo charter. They saw a bunch, missed a few. We landed 2, and I was going to take this afternoon off. It's 3:30 in the afternoon, but quite frankly, I don't have it in me when I know the conditions are right to sit at home. So I know there's still some Wahoo out there swimming around alone, so that kind of stresses me out. But we're gonna give it a go. I came home and grabbed my dive gear and my cameras. We are on our way. I'll see you at the boat. Let's rock and roll. Welcome back, boys and girls. I wanted to do some narrative over some of these dives. There's some really good situations here that I wanted to talk about. But real quick, I didn't do a great job of explaining what was going on at the beginning of the video or after this clip. This video is over the span of 2 days. The first day we went out, this is the only fish we saw. I was so butthurt, I just quit filming. I wasn't even going to use the footage. We went out the second day, ended up smashing them. So I wanted to kind of smush them together and show you how quickly conditions can change. And sometimes it's on, sometimes it's not. But this was the only fish that we saw the first day. He was being real sketchy. Quite honestly, just wouldn't come in. I kept kind of messing with him with his flasher. He was curious but not committing, I'll say that. And I finally got him to come in on this flasher. You'll see as I dove down, you can see he's kind of swimming right at it. But again, right as I engage him, he turns away and runs. I took a rushed long shot, and I slowed the video down, and after slowing it down, I could tell I barely nicked him right when he turned left. I barely nicked him in the skin, and quite honestly, I shouldn't have even taken that shot. It was way too steep, and what I mean by steep is you like your fish broadside, pretty much parallel to you, and that fish was pretty much perpendicular, 90 degrees, running directly away. But I really rushed that shot, but you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. We come out on the second day. All right, we're back. Struck out yesterday. Quite honestly, I was gonna ditch the footage, but I thought, you know, hey, that's reality sometimes. So I came back for redemption. Got a different crew. Gavin was late, so he's driving first shift, as always.
Nothing happens on the first drift anyways.
Nothing happens on the first drift anyways, but we're gonna get set up. Water's still blue. Hopefully today we can make it happen. No BS, I've never seen that many bonitas in the water. AJ's, bonitas, kingfish, everything. So again, this is the second day, very first drift. I'm not even loaded yet. Thankfully, Justin's loaded. This Wahoo comes right underneath us.
Drop your flasher.
Tends to always happen when you're not ready. Luckily, Justin had his gun already loaded. It was just a small Wahoo, but after the series of events that went on the day before, we were willing to take anything we could get. We had been in the water literally 30, 40 seconds. Like I said, I wasn't even loaded. Justin was loaded. He was shooting a real gun and got a shot off on this nice little Wahoo. Not a monster, but in my opinion, these are the best to eat. All Wahoo are incredible, but the small ones specifically.
Yeah, baby. Wahoo. That's the best eating ones right there. That's for dinner.
Oh, that thing's cute, man. Hey, man.
Funny.
It is what it is. Looks tasty.
Well, first trip today went a little better. Not a monster, but perfect size to eat. I didn't even have my gun loaded. Swam right under me. Luckily, Justin was loaded, and pow, we got one in the boat. We're going to reset. Well, conditions look great. Only boat out here diving. Doesn't happen very often. Let's go. So this was pretty cool. I don't see this very often. We were seeing these giant schools of blackfin, and honestly, I probably should have shot one, but I was just kind of waiting for wahoo. That was the target. I really wanted a wahoo. But really cool to see blackfin in those numbers. That's not something we typically see. I mean, that's probably the second or third time I've ever seen that, and I'm in the water a lot.
That was cool as shit. It's gonna have to go off. There's bonita everywhere, AJ's. I saw a school of like 20 or 30 blackfin.
So this is the same drift into this, or towards the end of this second drift. So this is a situation that happens pretty often. There's two fish here. Justin's on my left. The fish in the front is bigger. I definitely have a shot on him. These fish are very friendly, but my experience tells me that if I take a shot on this second fish, there's a good chance that I'm not gonna spook that front fish as much, and Justin might get a chance at it. So I take the second fish in the school. Luckily, that first fish hangs around, and you can see right there. Justin gets a shot in the second one, and only two fish came in, and we ended up putting a shaft in two fish. So just a little tip there. A lot of people like to take the first fish in the school, which is more than likely going to scare the rest of them.
Get the flashers! Yeah, baby!
And one of the biggest things I get, biggest questions is, what do I do with the float? Do I grab the float? Do I let the float go? You always let the float go. If the float is taking off, let it take off. You can see right here, I'm letting it run through my hand, but I'm not putting any resistance on it. You only want to grab onto that float if you're willing to bet your fish on it. You can see I'm very lightly just kind of maintaining it and swimming with them. Took about 5 minutes total. And I get this fish kind of tired, able to work him up slowly, just like fighting a fish on rod and reel. You want to take what he'll give you and give what he needs to take. Got a nice holding shot on this one. I was pretty comfortable with this shot. I could have horsed this fish in, but after, like I said, yesterday's events. Just a beautiful fish. Again, always like to brain and bleed everything right away if I can.
Right in the head.
Good work, fellas!
Yeah, buddy.
Yo,
Redemption!
I should have suited up.
I waited for him. I waited for that one to get past. I was like, we can both. I can get these. These fish are friendly.
You see him turn on the flashers and come back?
Oh yeah, I paused because I was waiting for that one to get past me, and I knew that if I waited, if I waited, you'd have a shot too. Yeah, baby. So this is the third drift. Big school comes in. You can see there's wahoo right under me, and I'm expressing a human trait right here called. Excuse me, I'm expressing a human trait here called greed. You can't see it yet in the camera, but I can see a big one, big wahoo off in the distance. I'm literally swimming past wahoo under me to try and get to this fish. The camera doesn't travel as far in the water, but I saw him from a pretty far ways out. He was much bigger than everyone else in the school. You can hear there, Gavin's gun just clicked. He shot his. This is the big one. Line up perfectly, put a perfect shot in him. Quite honestly, I wasn't sure if my shot had gone all the way. Through.
You're good.
But I could tell Gavin was good, so I was letting him know he could horse.
They're sitting right here. Load your gun.
That he could horse his fish.
Gavin's is strung completely.
There's still just Wahoo all over.
Everywhere!
Sometimes it's hard to tell if you have a big one, and this right here will let you know. This is a 100-foot float line, and he just absolutely buries it. I laugh watching this clip over again. It was absolutely incredible. This fish just rocketed. It took me forever to find it.
Gavin! Gavin! Your fish is strung. He's all the way through. I watched it. Yeah, he's on the other side.
I actually lost this buoy, and I had Justin find it with the boat, and I was just swimming Michael Phelps style trying to catch up with this dang thing. It just kept going and going and going. A lot of footage here that you probably don't want to see. Literally me swimming, chasing this. Absolutely exhausted. Luckily, by the time I caught up with him, he had ran so far, he was really tired. For a second there, it was so slack, I thought I might have lost the fish. But he got tired, ended up having a great shot, perfect holding shot, went all the way through. Still stoked on this fish.
Ooh, that is a fancy one.
The big juicy.
Big boy.
There's so many.
There was a lot. Yeah, Aaron, that's a big one, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, buddy. Nice fish,
I
Aaron.
feel like Michael Phelps.
You!
I'm tired. Holy crap.
woo. Doggy, did it happen? Oh, shit.
That is a full-size Wahoo, baby. Almost a year to the day on my 60-pounder last year. What's say, the 25th?
23rd.
23rd? It was the 30th, so almost a year. Kevin got his. Big ones, baby. Big school came in, very comfortable. Yes. Justin's back in the water. We're commercial now. Holy crap, is it going off. Oh, I'll use the word butthurt yesterday. I literally didn't even want to come out today after missing that one fish. I think some powerful lessons to be learned today about persistence and just the way it is out here. 2 different days, literally back to back, and completely 180 degrees. There's fish everywhere. We've got 5 in the boat so far. We've only been out here for 2 hours, so we've got about another hour of daylight. Justin and Gavin are in. I got my 2, so taking a break. Either way, so far it is a day I'll never forget. So we'll see what happens. Still drifting. Stuff is happening. I heard Gavin and Justin screaming. Not sure what's going on. Oh, there's throw flashers. They're being flung. I repeat, throw flashers have been deployed. I got Kala. Of course, Justin's not wearing his camera today. Mr. Justin. Yee-hee-hoo! Number 6, baby! Bleed him and dispatch him, or get him to me. Of course, Justin doesn't wear his camera. The people want footage, Justin. The people want footage. All right. I'm gonna bleed him and dispatch him. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. I appreciate your sacrifice. Here you go, quick how to bleed a fish. Right there, under the gill. Missed it. Hit the heart. There it is. Here she goes. So people often ask me when it comes to Wahoo, reel or float line. I'm a big believer of float line. I've shot plenty on reels, but this is why I don't shoot them on reel. 100-meter reel, spooled him, drug Justin around. That's a 35, 40 pound fish, but that's why I shoot a float line. Number 6 in the boat.
That's why I'm gonna start.
Probably gonna do one or two more drifts maybe. We're commercial now. All right, we are done here. Shout out to the boys for not missing. 6 shots, 6 wahoo. I say it all the time, but my life's a dream. One of the days I'll never forget. It's a little late, so the market's gonna be closed. We're gonna ice these tonight, and I'll get back with you in the morning. We'll get them weighed up and get you one of those commercial breakdowns you love so much. I will see you guys there. Over here at Keys Fresh Seafood on Stock Island, getting them weighed up.
The big dog.
Oh yeah. We'll get a check and let you guys know how we did.
Well, it's going to be so happy.
Alrighty, I am back and I have a commercial breakdown for you. I know you guys love these, so I try to do them as often as I can. As I've said in the past, my main job is being a charter captain, and commercial fishing is kind of a side gig / hobby I like to do for fun. So I don't get to do a ton of them, but I like to share them when I can. I thought this was a pretty neat episode because you get to see that some days we lose money, and I can't show you that all the time because quite honestly it'd be so boring you guys wouldn't watch it. But if you couldn't really tell what was going on in the video, I try to explain it as best I can. But we went out day 1 and we blanked. I took one rush shot on a fish and barely nicked it, and we lost money. We didn't get any fish, didn't bring any fish home, and I quit filming. I was so upset. You know how it is if you've been out on the water and you get one opportunity and you screw it up. So I quit filming, but I was so butthurt when we went out the second day and you know, went for redemption and ended up working out. We ended up whacking them, getting 6. So ended up being a good day overall. But I've got the breakdown here for you, and I'm going to factor in the day 1 expenses because that's the reality. You know, we lost money that day, so I think it should be factored in. And as I always say, these are daily profits. This is not monthly. This isn't all going into the bank account if this is your first time watching. But we ended up going out afternoon, I think in 3 or 4 hours, put 6 in the boat for a total sale of $830. Had $220 in expenses both days, fuel and ice. Didn't have to run very far. The Wahoo were pretty close to Key West, so that was nice. For a daily profit, well, 2-day profit of $610. So all in all, it was a great day. Day 1 sucked, lost money. Day 2 we made up for it and kind of came back and made some money there. But as always, I appreciate it, guys. Keep sending me the ideas. Some episodes that you guys have said that I haven't done yet. I'm doing a boat walkthrough. A lot of you guys have asked for that, and I'm getting back to the deep drop, and deep drop is starting to heat up. I try to do as much commercial as I can, but my day job, as you know, is a charter captain, so that comes first. But send me more ideas, anything else you guys can think of, or anything just in the videos in general that I'm leaving out of my day to day, or any of the process of the trip, you know, and all that stuff. So I appreciate it. I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much. Later.